Well, we are so excited that the first day of spring is here, and we are celebrating with some nice sunshine.
Yeah, and it makes it nicer when it's just a beautiful day going on to start the season out there. And the weekend's going to be really good, and then we're going to jump into summer. By the time we get into the middle of next week, I'll show you what I mean coming up. Out there right now, our first alert weather office is just watching the clouds pull right across the city here. No rain to speak of, but in the mountains earlier today, we had just a few flurries of snow with the moisture coming through. Look at all the folks down at Ball Arena for the big March Madness tournaments going on down there. 55 so far has been our high. Normal high is about 58. And we do have a little bit of wind going on up north, Firestone, up into Loveland, Fort Collins, Wellington, 30 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts, and a little windy on the west side as well. Statewide, a little more wind as you push out over the eastern plains, and this whole area down here is just watching for fire danger today until 9 p.m. tonight from Colorado Springs back up into Canyon City, down to Alamosa, and down to Springfield and Lamar. Gusts up to 40 mile per hour still possible down there. Here's the cloud cover, and you would think with all the cloud cover that would keep a lid on the temperature. We saw that pop up into the 50s today, and most of eastern Colorado is cloudy here, and you just see a few little echoes showing up on the radar where we had a few light snow flurries in the mountains. That was about it. The wider look, there's more moisture coming in that westerly flow, so tonight and tomorrow, we might get a little more snow in the mountains. In fact, I think we get some good accumulations coming up tomorrow night. I'll show you why here. Westerly winds keep us warm here, so we've got another day tomorrow in the 50s. But as you look at this, by tomorrow afternoon, there's another little surge of moisture spreading all the way out in Utah. So we've got another little swath coming in on Saturday for snowfall this weekend. And in fact, already there's a winter weather advisory midnight tomorrow night through Saturday night, 6 to 12 inches, Rocky Mountain National Park, Winter Park down through Summit County, about 6 to 12 there. And then you get out west in the mountains around Vail, Snowmass Village, Aspen, all the way up through Steamboat, about 6 to 12 inches up there. And the problem with that, 60 mile per hour winds. So driving Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon could be a little rough. Plan early if you're headed up that way. Now, as we look ahead, Friday on into the weekend, we've got some little disturbances going on across the northern Rockies. That's going to keep us kind of seasonal around here. Upper 50s to near 60 for the highs all the way through the weekend. But then by the time we get to next week, we've got a huge summer-like ridge that's going to pull into play here. And by the end of next week, 70s and 80s. The only problem with that, fire danger may be going up again in a lot of locations by the second half of next week. Temperatures are going to be nice, but we're going to have to be careful by then. Overnight tonight, teens in the mountains will be in the 20s primarily, down low, and highs tomorrow. 50s and 60s here in the east. Look at that, 57 in Yuma, 62 in Lamar. We'll be in the 30s and 40s in the mountains. Grand Junction out there, and Cortez, you'll be about 57 degrees. Arvada through Wheat Ridge and Inglewood, you'll be in the upper 50s, it looks like. And we go into some of the neighborhoods of North Douglas County from Highlands Ranch into South Ridge, Sedalia, down into the Meadows, 53 to 55 degrees for some of those neighborhoods from our neighborhood network there. 57 degrees at the airport tomorrow, 64 on Saturday. And then Saturday night, there's a slight chance we might get a little light mix coming through, little to no accumulation, but it cools us down a little bit on Sunday to 58, but bam, we're back up into the upper 60s on Monday and Tuesday. And then if we stretch that out all the way through the end of next week, we've got 70s and 80s coming your way for Wednesday, Thursday, on into Friday. Things will be looking good. The only problem, and just be careful with the fire situation. The fire danger, I think, will go up on all of those days.
Right. Great reminder.
Okie doke.
Dave, thank you.
You bet.